Okay, good afternoon and greetings from Bermuda, where currently Hurricane Paulette is approaching the island. Is about 300 kilometers away from us at the moment and heading directly for us. We are due to have a direct hit from it round about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, I think, is the current forecast. But already the hurricane is big enough and close enough that we are starting to feel its effects here in Bermuda. We're getting the outer bands of rain from it. I have filled up my bathtubs with water. I have closed the shutters on my house. I have done, hopefully, all of the prep that I need to do to be ready for when this thing gets here. So, I thought it might be fun to have a look at the hurricane in Microsoft Flight Simulator and try the live weather and see just how accurate it is, see whether the hurricane is actually on there, and see what happens when we try and fly into it. So that sounds like a sensible thing to want to do. So I've no idea if this is going to work. It probably sounds much more exciting than it's actually going to be. I imagine at some point we're just going to fly into a load of cloud and then not see very much. Or alternatively, nothing may happen at all because the hurricane may not actually be in the game. But let's try it and see what we can see. No promises about what we will see. So let's give it a go. Now, is it going to be a pain and update itself? Okay, it looks like it's going straight in. I haven't had much time to to actually test this out in advance and try and make this a smooth stream. Suddenly got the idea after everything has been tidied up and packed away and brought in from outside. So, bit of a rush. You just been there? Was there a hurricane? Are you going to jump in with me, Howard? I guess in case either of you are Dad, I will invite you to a group. Howard, if you're planning to join me, let me know in chat and I will hang on for you as well. Not with Emmett hanging on you. Okay, no problem. I will just go for it. Well, we can certainly see it on the satellite imagery here. So it's about 300 kilometers southeast of us. I don't really have a sense of how long it will take to fly there, but I figure I should probably go in the fastest plane that there is, which would probably be the 747 or the A320. Bit of rain and some dark clouds. Yeah, I think this is going to be very anticlimactic, but what the heck, let's try it. Any suggestions in chat? Should do the A320, the 747, someone else? I'm planning to take off from the airport and just head straight into that straight in that direction, rather than just kind of dropping myself right on top of it. 330 knots, that plane's actually pretty fast. Okay, no problem. Good luck. May you keep power for as long as possible, or your solar panels provide for you as and when it goes out. Icon A5. 85 knots, it'll take me forever to get there. Actually, how long will it take me? If it's 300... I don't know. I'm going to go in the Airbus. Flight conditions, live players, live traffic. Okay, Dad, I invited you to a group, so it says you're online. If you want to join me, I think you can. Even once I've started, you can just. In fact, you are already there. Maybe I should start next to you. No, I'm going to start on the runway actually and do a proper takeoff. Okay, let's go. I don't know how long it's going to be before I lose power. Current forecast is for, well, storm force gusts to be happening now on the island. Hurricane force winds are not due here until I think about midnight tonight, but expecting to lose the power a long time before then. But hopefully not anytime soon. Is that you? Somebody else? Prince 10B. Who are you? Somebody else has the same idea. Okay, let's go.
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 ready at runway 12.
It's a bit rainy. It's weird though. We do still have the blue sky here. I was out driving about an hour and a half ago, and we were going from bright sunlight when we left my house to 10 minutes later torrential rain, and then 5 minutes later bright sunshine again. So, all I know is I need to fly southeast for about 400 kilometers. I have no real sense quite how far that is, though. I'm guessing if I try and match it up to the radar map I've got in the top left corner of the screen, I'm guessing kind of here maybe. There's probably a way in the game that you can actually tell how far you've flown. If anybody watching knows what that is, then do let me know. But otherwise, I'm just gonna head in the general direction. We'll see what we can see. Nope. Is that you, Dad? I thought I'd taken off the brakes. There we go. Didn't have an unlock on. But yeah, this is pretty accurate. I mean, you saw a second ago it was raining. Now we got this big patch of blue sky here. It's weird. I'm not going to get too much ATC shouting at me. You know what? Let me quickly change the settings here. We want this to be fun rather than annoying. Let's go for middle ground. I don't know. Overspeed. Why am I overspeed?
Airbus 320, did you hear my last transmission?
Yes, Tower, I heard you.
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra
bye-bye, Bermuda.
Zero frequency change.
Oh wow, look, a rainbow. A double rainbow. How cool. Look, it's blue sky over here. What's all this nonsense about a hurricane? Can't already be above the... already at 7,000 feet. So let's angle of attack is a bit... Why is my angle of attack up so much? What is going on? Oh, my trim is completely whacked. Why is my trim so whacked? Okay, I have no idea. Flaps, I guess I do that. Flaps up, right? Well, lots of cloud. That's Bermuda. It was definitely weird this morning. I mean, you would have no idea that a hurricane was on its way. It was
overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Why are you giving me overspeed again?
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
It was bright sunshine. 220, I gotta stay below 220. Bright sunshine first thing this morning, lovely day. Yeah, it's amazing. If we didn't have the weather forecast that we do, you would think that it was, you'd have no idea what was on its way. Rainbow again. Does look like a funky line of cloud up ahead. It seems like a cloud cliff. Let's try and fly level. I don't want to go too high. Look, my trim is doing weird things all by itself. What are you doing, trim? See, even after I adjust it, it keeps drifting down.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Why is my trim drifting down like that?
Overspeed, overspeed, overspeed.
Well, looks fine to me. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe the weather forecast has made a mistake. And there's no hurricane on the way after all. Okay, this trim is really annoying. Why does the trim keep changing? Shouldn't it stay where I set it? It's almost like a key is pressed down or something. Maybe it's something about the plane that... I don't know. I don't know. I'm very much an amateur flyer. Still seem to be climbing now. Let's not do that. It really wants to go up. Go down. I see the trim is just... it keeps drifting down. Am I supposed to like manually keep it in that green zone or something? I don't get it.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Oh.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Going over 220.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Going a little bit.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Okay, my trim has stopped changing. That's good for now. Nope. Spoke too soon. Vertical speed 0. Perfect. No idea how I did that. Oh, I spoke too soon. It's creeping up again. Is my trim changing? Oh, it's okay. So yeah, some funky looking clouds up ahead. I don't know whether that is in any way related to the hurricane or not. So not sure whether I should be flying lower in order to see anything at all. I mean, there's still only patchy cloud. I mean, assuming this is accurate, it's certainly not solid cloud yet. Why is my trim increasing again? Oh. I would have flown the Cessna, which is my favourite plane, because it's simple. But it'd have taken like until tomorrow to get there in that thing. There's definitely some interesting clouds there. As we said, this is not desperately exciting though, other than those weird looking cloud formations. You found trim a bit iffy? Yeah, it's weird. I've never seen it kind of do that before, where it just kind of keeps increasing. Seems stable now. Vertical speed is negative and dropping, so that's good.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Oh, overspeed.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Why are you complaining?
Overspeed.
I can get to 320 knots before I blow up the plane. Keep it right on 219. how high the clouds in a hurricane. Let me Google. Google is my friend. Or if anybody in chat knows. How high are the tops of the clouds in a hurricane? This is an educational trip. I could probably actually look up on the National Hurricane Centre if I could understand. Okay, internet says it depends, obviously. But 60,000 feet is not unusual. Probably a bug on the trim. Yeah, it does feel like a bug. Internet also says thunderstorms top out between 40,000 and 50,000 feet. Yeah, it feels like 15,000 feet. I should still be well inside the clouds when I get there. Also feels like the actual hurricane is slightly more southeast. How can I tell how far I've come from Bermuda? What's that one do? Ein map. Isoline map. Okay. Can I ask ATC? Possibly, but I have no idea how to do it. Let's see. Nav log. Nav log. Can I add... Whoa, what are we doing? My plane has suddenly gone wonky. Oh, my trim's gone wonky again. Maybe it's the hurricane. Maybe it's not a bug at all. My angle of attack is very unhappy. But now I'm falling. What is going on? These clouds look like fun. Still see plenty of ocean below us. Look at these big pillars of clouds. Okay, let me try and drop my altitude a little bit so we can try to fly between these pillars. We'll even drop inside the clouds as well to make it a little more interesting than spending 2 hours or however long flying above clouds. Now it's not complaining about my airspeed. Why is it not complaining now? Is that because I've left the traffic control zone or something? to 280 knots now. Let's not blow the plane up. That would be annoying after coming all this way. Heading a bit too much south, but it's very hard to tell. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe that is where, yeah, just looking at this radar map, it does look like there's a band of thunderstorms that are circulating kind of south-southeast at about, what's that, 150 kilometers from the island, which I guess is about where we're approaching now. So maybe that's what we're actually doing. We're actually approaching one of the bands of thunderstorms. Maybe. Clouds definitely look a lot different. Oh, very cool. Idea how realistic looking those things are. Any meteorologists watching who know about these things, do chime in chat. Okay, speed is dropping a little much. Let's keep that up. Ooh, look at that big black cloud right there. We're going to fly right through that one. Yeah, we've still got these gaps where we can see the ocean. It's very cool. Wow, who'd have thought clouds could be so interesting? Of course, I wonder what it's actually going to do to the plane when we fly through this thing. Actually feel the effects of the storm or not. Oh. Huh. When I pressed B, it did actually change the altimeter as well. I don't know what's going on there. I'm a casual flight simulator, to say the least. Casual flight simmer. These clouds look very cool. Okay, straight for the thundercloud. This just seems like its own thing though, just kind of... Still loads of clear air below us. Okay. Let's take her in, Captain. What are we at? 9,000 feet. Let's see if there's any reason why in real life airliners don't fly through thunderstorms. It's a very dark cloud. Switch to the interior view for a second. God, look, how cool. Ah, here we go. Excessive airspeed. Maintain 250 knots or less when flying below 10,000 feet. Okay. Well, that was wispy. It looks like a spinny thing there, but no problem. We're going to bank to the right and... ooh, look. Ooh, there is some really black cloud up ahead. It has to be said. That looks very unpleasant. Okay, let's fly through this one. Below 10,000 feet. Maybe I better pick up a little bit of altitude. This time I'll keep it on the interior view as we fly through, just to see whether we see any rain on the windscreen or anything. These are just like columns though. Very weird. God, it feels like you can't. I kind of want to lean forward and look out the window more. All fine there. No bumpiness. But look at this up ahead of us now. Holy moly. That is definitely the more juicy part of the hurricane. Look at all those black pillars. I guess part of it is because there's another layer of cloud above us. Oh, look at that really weird looking clouds over there too. I'd love to know how realistic these clouds are. Howard, if you're still watching, you any? Or Shell, if you're watching over Howard's shoulder. They're really dark. To see how high, as I'm gaining height rapidly now. 11,000 feet, but we are definitely well within the hurricane. Whereas before, what was I up? Was I up at 15,000 feet? I think, yeah, and I was above it. I suppose 15,000 feet could still be above it here. Not much ocean below us now. Look at that over there. Looks like a mushroom cloud. Okay, we are about to lose visibility. And it's very grey. Very grey. Must feel really strange flying an airplane into a big black cloud and you're just surrounded by the thing, you have no sense of direction, obviously, then you're relying on your instruments. Up to 15,000 feet, I'm still climbing and I'm still in this. Let's bank. So we kind of want to try to head towards the eye of the hurricane. I don't know whether we'll get there. I don't know whether we'll see it as a distinct feature, but correct altimeter. Okay. Quite good for a simulation, yeah. Sure. Oh, clear sky above us. We are maybe getting up near the top of the clouds. This might be an area where having the graphical settings on ultra rather than just very high, which is what I've got them on at the moment, you might actually get more detail in these clouds. Seen a bit of a kind of a banding effect there as we go through them, but still. We are in a cloud. The sun is over there. Thank God for my instruments, otherwise I would have no clue which way was up and which way was down. Whether I'm going up, whether I'm going down, what I was doing. Yep. Okay, well I'm going to keep climbing. I think I'd like to pop out of the top of these clouds to get some kind of a sense of what's around me. So we'll keep going up. Dad, do you know what the maximum altitude this plane can go to is? I'm guessing it's over 30,000 feet. Blue sky, blue sky! We're almost there. I'm not seeing any rain on the windows there. Feels like it's brighter on top of us. We're definitely near the tops of the clouds. 20,000 feet. My trim is doing weird things again. Bermuda has almost disappeared off the map. About 40,000 feet, okay. There we go, at the top of the clouds. Let's keep going. Oops. Hand stick not terribly sensitive, or rather not terribly, I should use the mouse to look around actually. A bit smoother. Engine's doing weird things again. Airspeed falling, angle of attack a little much. Oh, it's because my trim's gone crazy again. Stop going crazy, trim. Angle of attack is complaining that I'm too high. Like too much pointed up. It does seem like I'm pointing up. Vertical speed is. Yeah, I've really got to push forward on the stick to keep it down. Okay. So we have flown some way from Bermuda. This is clearly the hurricane below us, but I don't get a sense of where we are in relation to the eye. I feel like the eye is... let's have a look at that radar image again. Yeah, 275 kilometers. It is pretty much due southeast, which would mean it would be over this way a little bit. Sure that we can actually get, like, even if we got up to 40,000 feet, would we be high enough to actually see the eye? I've actually been in a hurricane once when the eye passed over Bermuda. You'd think Bermuda is such a tiny island in the middle of the Atlantic, and the eye of a hurricane is really quite a small thing. So the chances of the eye of a hurricane actually passing directly over Bermuda would be incredibly small, but for some reason it seems that we've had our fair share of hurricanes where the eye has gone directly over us, or extremely close to us. Certainly predicted for Hurricane Paulette, and yeah, just a couple of years ago we had a hurricane as well that also passed over us. And I did briefly do what you should never do, which is go outside during the eye of the hurricane, very, very cautiously. The other people in my my area were also out and about, assessing how much damage had been done by the first half of the storm. I wondered whether you might actually, be able to see a patch of clear blue sky directly above you, but it certainly was nothing like that. It was still a solid cloud. So given that, I'm not actually sure whether we would see the eye particularly clearly here either. 26,000 feet. Is that ocean below us there? Or is that just the tops of the lower cloud levels? I'm not sure. Looks like there's some higher cloud in this direction. Still complaining about my angle of attack. Oh yeah, my trim has gone bonkers again. Although I was flying fairly level, so yeah, so my trim is maximally... Oh no, it's drifting in the other direction. What? Maybe I need to calibrate this joystick or something. Very strange. Okay, well, lots of cloud at the moon. The sun. Those clouds at the beginning were definitely the most interesting, but I guess we are very high now, so yeah, that is water up ahead of us. I think I can see it twinkling. I'm surprised. I would have thought that now we were far enough into the hurricane that it would be solid cloud, but yeah, it's interesting. It really isn't. Complaining about my angle of attack. Oh god, yeah, we're climbing at 5,000 feet. Oh, and now the trim has decided to do its job by the looks of it. Okay, 30,000 feet. I'm still climbing. I'm hearing wind. Trim, what are you doing? Oh, I actually cannot now move the trim at all. It's just, it refuses to budge. Oh wait, am I pressing the wrong key? I'm pressing the wrong key, that's why. Stay. 29,000 feet. Some light cloud here. Well, I guess this is what a hurricane looks like from above. Much prettier from above than from below. I'll say that. You see the wind speed and direction in the top left corner of the nav display. Yeah, sorry, that's covered up by the wind speed and direction. Is that? There's a purple. Hang on, let me hide the radar for a second. So that's the purple line. North-northeast. Actually, you're right, that would be a good way to find the eye, wouldn't it? Maybe.
Overspeed.
Overspeed. Whoa, I am going fast. Oh my god.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
How did I get that fast? Let's not blow up the plane. Don't know why it says 320 knots in blue at the top, but I'm assuming that's... I don't really want to go any faster than that. Yeah, so if it's coming north-northeast... Or is it blowing from the... Hang on, does that mean it's blowing from the southwest? So the hurricanes, it circulates counterclockwise. So if the wind is blowing from the south-southwest... Oh my god, what does that mean? It would be blowing southeast, that would be blowing southwest. South-southwest. No. South-southwest would be up. Oh my god, I can't visualize it. Feels like we might be around the bottom of the eye then, maybe? I don't know. It's very hard to tell. What I do know is that I am in cloud. Even though I'm at 30,000 feet. Yeah, that purple line is fixed, isn't it? I'm assuming the purple line is the wind speed and is the wind direction. How do I know what the wind speed is, though? Okay, we're at 30,000 feet and there's a lot of cloud above us still. Let's try and... trim's gone crazy again. Trim, stay where I put you. The plane is refusing to climb. I have the stick fully pulled back. And our vertical speed has just collapsed. Why has our vertical speed collapsed? What's going on? Is this what happens when you fly in a hurricane? Oh, it's recovering now. The trim is just bonkers. I guess I'm just going to ignore the trim as long as my vertical speed is not insane. So I'm flying due east now. The wind, okay, yeah, it's still south-southwest. So I'm trying to visualize this. So that wind would be coming from the south. west, southwest, south. So I think I've gone too far east. I think I want to fly back west. So let's do a turn. Anybody in chat has any suggestions as to how I can find the eye? That would be appreciated. Guess I want to see whether that wind... If I can find the eye and fly through it, that wind direction, assuming that is the purple line. Chat, is the purple line the wind direction? I'm going to Google it.
Overspeed.
Oh.
Overspeed.
Overspeed. Oh, let's not go
Overspeed.
overspeed.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Okay. Oh god. What is it doing? I hear the engine doing things. Got a crash while I'm searching the internet. Shell is stocked, yard is done. Excellent. It does look cloudy, doesn't it? I'm trying to work out where the eye is. Any idea how I find the eye? And does the purple line on my compass indicate the wind direction? Google is not helping. If the purple line indicates wind direction, then... yeah. Oh look, there's a lot of ice on the plane. Is that ice? That looks suspiciously like ice. I'm iced up. Hopefully that's not going to cause a problem. It's been... okay, that purple line has been pointing from the south-southwest this whole time. If I'm flying... I mean, if I head back towards Bermuda and I get into the... I mean, anywhere other than on the bottom right quadrant of the storm, then we should see that line move if that is actually the wind speed. It'd help if I knew what I was doing. But like I said, it's all just a bit of an experiment. Those storm clouds earlier were cool though. This is just grey cloud. Oh, how did I do that? What? Oh, I'm looking down on my seat. It's like, what is that? And then I'm looking at. Okay, not very exciting here. Maybe it tells me something. It probably does tell me something about the wind speed somewhere in here. Slingshot around it and go back in time. Thank you for your valuable contribution. Something here must tell me the wind speed, surely. And direction. Well, if only I knew what all these numbers meant. Oh, fuel, that's the thing as well. I'm sure that'll be fine. Nav display. Wind is an arrow with a number in green indicating speed. I do not have a number in green. So... no indication of wind speed. Like in Star Trek 4. But the purple arrow is the wind direction. So So it's coming from the south-southwest. Am I reading that right? Is it a map setting? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, hang on. The engine noise is changing. What's happening? I am falling out of the sky for some reason. Probably my trim. It's complaining about my angle of attack again. Don't know why. Is it a map setting? Let's have a look, see what we can see in here. Navigation aids, I suppose. Point of interest. Surely the hurricane should be a point of interest. I don't think any of these things are going to help. Yeah, the clouds are cool. It is tempting to bump up the graphical settings to see what they look like on Ultra, but I think it would probably crash the game. So I'm not going to do that. It does seem to reliably crash on Ultra. So unless they've patched that. Ordered your computer parts, you'll be playing on Ultra too. Well, this is not on Ultra, this is on very high. I started playing it on Ultra and it worked most of the time, but I got quite a lot of crashes to desktop. So I knocked it down to very high, and since then, touch wood, I don't think I've had any crashes to desktop. It might be okay here where it's only rendering clouds rather than cities, but I don't want to risk it, given we're kind of in the hurricane. Thought it was a green arrow, but maybe that's on a 737. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that purple line is not moving. But maybe that's just because I'm still in the southeast quadrant of the storm. What is going on? Oh god, I'm in a terminal dive. Why am I diving? Oh my god. Why am I diving? Okay, we covered. Jeez. Was that? I don't know whether these things are bugs or whether that was genuinely like some patch of turbulence or something that I hit that just caused me to drop out of the sky. I mean, I suppose I am flying around above a hurricane, which generally airline pilots don't do. And maybe this is why they don't do it. Ocean down there. That purple line is still pointing from the south-southwest. Let's put the radar map back for you guys. This should, I think, be updating in real time, I'm hoping. So it's coming courtesy of the Bermuda Weather Service. Shout out to the Bermuda Weather Service for everything they do to keep us informed about where the storm is going. Hurricane hunters use prop planes. I don't know, actually. They probably don't fly an A320. Yes, it does link to real-time weather conditions, Dennis. Or it can do. And I've got it linked to real-time weather now. So I'm thinking this is accurate. That wind has shifted. It's shifting to the southwest. So what does that mean? If it's shifting to the southwest, I need to look at the picture. If it was shifting more to the southwest, that would mean that I was coming... That doesn't make any sense. Southwest will be when you're in the bottom right quadrant of the hurricane. And I should be flying to the top left quadrant. You saw a post today that showed the smoke from fires on the west coast? In Flight Sim? Really? Wow. Really? How come they're showing smoke from the fires in Flight Sim? Do they consider that to be a weather condition? I've got my altimeter was completely wrong. Coded as FU. FU. What's FU? Interesting. Oops. You're seeing them in real life. Yeah, how close are they to you, John? Are you actually seeing the really red skies that we've seen in some of these pictures? $30 Jeez, that's a bit unpleasantly close for comfort. Okay, let's fly through this dark cloud here. Really red sky evening and sunset. Just ash and smoke during the day. Wow. I take it there's no danger of the fires actually reaching you? Dropping again. Yeah, I imagine if I was flying in a small plane right now, I would be feeling the wind a lot more. The danger so far, wind blowing west to east. Right. Google says my flight computer would give me relative wind speeds. Okay. Where do I go to see that then? I'm not convinced about that purple line. It is still stubbornly stuck on south-southwest. In the cockpit. In the cockpit, flight computer. Bermuda. This is where I need Aiden. One of these things. Down. Down. Those are the pedals. Down here. Center console. That. Where? Do I have to click a button? Oh, clicking a button. This could be dangerous. I could crash the airplane if I click the wrong button. With the screen. This screen up here. Those are my engines, I'm guessing. Hang on, let me go to the outside view again. It's making noises. Make sure I'm not crashing the plane. Still complaining about my angle of attack, but my vertical speed is fine, so I'm not too worried about that. No, down. Okay, so this screen here. Good. Now which button do I click? I should click all the buttons. I'm going to click this button. Oh, it changed. It did something. I am zoomed in. Oh, you might. That's as far in as I can zoom. Yeah, sorry if that's not big enough for you to see. That's as far as it will let me zoom in. Performance in it. Flight number 1123. It's not even telling me my latitude and longitude. Why? I probably didn't do something that I was supposed to do. Okay, these buttons are not doing anything. Wait, or do I... AC status. Airports closest. Show me the closest airports. It is refusing. Unless it's bringing that up somewhere else. Yeah, need Aiden here. Or I need to learn how to do this properly myself. Meanwhile, I'm back outside. We're in a cloud. At 22,000 feet. I'm very sad I couldn't find the eye. Yeah, that purple line is still... it hasn't moved. And there's no way that we're still southeast of the hurricane, so... Also, CRS, that number is in purple. What's CRS? HDG's heading. My trim wheel is bonkers. I don't know what the trim is doing. I can set it to the middle, so I'm moving it now. And then I leave it there, and then it just starts drifting. Yeah, I don't know if it's a bug or... we should just blame the hurricane. It's not a bug, it's just the hurricane having a negative effect on aircraft systems. Clear now below us. Wow, all the way from 23,000 feet. I guess we're actually getting out of the main area of the hurricane now. We're into the bands of stuff on its leading edge. To our left actually is probably the thunderstorms that we saw at the beginning of the stream. Actually, let's head in that direction because those clouds are fun. I'm actually going to try and lose a bit of altitude as well. Whoop! Let's not turn too hard. playing this like a arcade game rather than a simulator. Google CRS. Google has been spectacularly unhelpful today. What does CRS stand for? First in Flight Sim. Okay, we are dropping like a stone. Let's not do that. Oh, course, I think. CRS is course. HDG is heading. Something to do with, I think, where I've marked as my destination. Not that I marked a destination. Course, yeah. Yes, we are going to get a direct hit. About 6 AM tomorrow morning, I think. The good thing about playing Flight Simulator with headphones on is I've got no idea what the wind is currently doing outside. It was blowing a fair bit even an hour ago. But yeah, this is the big pain about this one is it's coming to our west. Oh, that's cool. Initially we thought it was going to maybe drift to the east of us, but it's actually coming to the west, which means we're going to get the northeast quadrant of the storm. And the northeast quadrant is the worst bit of the storm. It's where all of the tornadoes are concentrated. Yeah, it's fairly unpleasant. And that bit is... I guess if we get the eye... No, we will... will we get that? We might escape the worst of that, actually, if we get the eye. Other than the fact that then we get the eye wall, obviously. Climbing again. Let's try and steer us back on our path towards Bermuda. Yeah, but so we're gonna get the eye. We're gonna get the eye wall. We'll get the northeast quadrant. So all of that's bad. The other bad thing is it's also moving relatively slowly. I think it's picked up a bit since some of the earlier forecasts, but it's hurricane force winds I think are due to start around midnight tonight and continue until about 9 or 10 AM tomorrow morning, I think. So that's obviously that's also bad because the longer the strong winds are on top of us, the more chance they have to do damage. Whereas generally, and that's quite unusual, most of the other hurricanes that we've had previously have passed over us. I don't know what the normal... Howard, do you have a sense of what the normal time would be for hurricane force winds? Maybe like, I don't know, 6 hours or something, maybe? So obviously, yeah, the longer the worse. 3 hours of some storms, yeah. So that's not going to be fun. This is longer as it's turning over us, yeah. So it basically loses most of its westerly speed and just keeps its northerly speed. Yeah, it's a pain. Like I was saying earlier, you'd think Bermuda was a sufficiently small target that we wouldn't actually get that many direct hits on us. But we seem to have had more than our share. Do a live stream of it. I mean, most of the time it's actually kind of boring, because all the shutters are closed, so you can't see much. Admittedly, my porch doors, I've got nothing that I can put over them, so I have the excitement of being able to look out of those throughout the storm. But yeah, I mean, you generally don't see much. I mean, it's just the wind and the rain lashing against the door, and the occasional scary gust of... not occasional. Occasional scary gust, I guess, of wind. I have to say, I didn't particularly like the last hurricane. I went through here, which is the first one in the house that I'm in now. Just because I'm kind of out on the end of the building, and so I can get the wind from multiple different directions. Whoa, I am diving. Let's not dive, jeez. That's 12,000 feet. Pay attention. Yeah, the last one sucked surprisingly for a category 1, 2 or 3, whatever it actually was. It was a weird one. Hasn't rained there since May. Yeah, just the one, I know. But it was so strange. I mean, I'm sure it was gusting higher than a 1 would normally gust. I don't know. Or yeah, or maybe it's just partly this weird wind direction. Maybe it's partly this house as well. I think it's like I say, I think I feel the wind more here than I did in my previous condo, where I was kind of sandwiched between two other buildings. Just trying to do a trim here. I'm in a bit of a dive. It's maybe due to the storm I'm flying through, admittedly. Yeah, let's gain some altitude here. Stick back. Come on, climb. Hello, engine. Hoping Emmett sleeps through it. Yeah, this is me, Emmett's first hurricane. Second. Oh yeah, okay, I guess, yeah, he was around for the last one. Wow. Okay, time flies. You seem are you pretty sheltered where you are though, Howard? You seem like you're pretty... I don't know. Feels like you're not kind of too exposed. This is cool, like through an arch of cloud. These clouds are super weird. A lot like mini mushroom clouds. I'm also flying nowhere near Bermuda. I'm just... never did go upstairs. Upstairs feels more exposed, I guess. Yeah, I'm just finding cool clouds to fly through now. These are very cool. Look at this little gap between these clouds. I'd love to know how realistic this is. I mean, I'm assuming it is realistic. Look at these. These are awesome. Oh, let's gain a little bit of altitude there. Although not too much, because I kind of want to fly through them still. Are these thunderheads? Okay. These are so cool, these columns of cloud. I had no idea clouds like that existed. Okay. Look at these things. Falling, 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 falling. Hi, Dad. Excessive airspeed. Well, okay. Look at these. How awesome are these clouds? The pilot's eye view. Oh, I really want to crank up the graphical details. Yeah, maybe it's a calibration issue on my joystick. I don't know. My dad was saying earlier he's had similar issues with the trim going crazy. Whoa! I'm down to 6,000 feet. Let's not crash into the ocean. I did deliberately descend to fly through these clouds, but it feels like I'm low enough that I could hit a pocket of weird air and actually crash. I'm now flying due south. Is there really all this stuff directly south of Bermuda at the moment? What's the radar say? I guess there is, yeah. Yep. Huh. And this is all the stuff. Actually, it's not gonna. This bit will miss us mostly. Does seem like there's more thunderstorms and heavy rain to the west of the hurricane, which is interesting. I don't know. Yeah, for some reason I expected all the bad stuff was in the northeastern quadrant. Weird, good technical term. Yeah. That is cool. Whoa, okay. My plane is getting a little bit bouncy. Like I said, I'm not really feeling the wind in this thing. I wondered when I started out whether I would actually feel like I was getting knocked around more. It's like there's tunnels to fly through. That just looks awesome. Lean forward. I don't know, even in the cockpit you don't get a kind of a good... I guess it is a better view from outside. Take a screenshot with print screen, I guess I can. Airport closes at 6, so I gotta get back by then. Oh, right, okay. Oh, look at that. Cloud above, cloud below, ocean below that. The sun way over there. All these weird clouds. Okay, let's do a Millennium Falcon bank around a pillar of cloud and head back towards Bermuda. Maybe not quite as tight as the Millennium Falcon would do it. Let's bank around this pillar here. Something feels slightly off about the lighting on the plane. I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe again it's just a graphical detail setting. Plane seems to kind of, I don't know. Something about the lighting doesn't seem quite right. A little bit, don't we? Oh, I can't. Just looking at where my webcam is showing relative to the VFR map. I guess that's fine. Yeah, I guess if I flew due east from here, which is basically that way, right? That is getting towards the centre of the hurricane over there. Okay, since we've been flying for a bit, I'm going to take a chance on this, and I'm going to try turning up the graphical settings to ultra, and we will see if that has any noticeable effect on the clouds. It may cause the game to crash, but we've gone far enough now that that would be okay. So high end, let's change it to ultra instead. Let's see. Okay, the immediate reaction is that they do look a bit more well defined. Do they? I think there might be more self-shadowing now. It feels like I've had a frame rate loss for sure. Do those clouds seem prettier? I think one of the things it affects is self-shadowing. So yeah, maybe. We are getting a bit low. Let's try and gain a bit of altitude here. That is a very black cloud over there. Clouds have never looked so good in a game. There's still a little bit of you probably can't see it on the stream, but there's a kind of, I don't know, a little bit of weird sort of flickering around the edges of the clouds here, which is one of the things I was wondering whether going to Ultra would get rid of. It doesn't look like it has. These sure are pretty. So now with ultra settings and streaming this at the same time, my graphics card is being given a good workout. I'm hearing more wind. I haven't seen any lightning. I don't know whether I would expect to see. Would I expect to see any lightning in any of these clouds? Thinking I might. Yeah? Oh, lovely sunny weather over there. Why can't that sunny weather come to Bermuda instead? A weird little black cloud underneath that white one up ahead. Okay, I keep getting distracted by pretty looking clouds and flying towards them. I guess I'm vaguely meandering in the direction of Bermuda. Which way did I take off? I took off to the southeast, so I guess actually I want to come and land from the west. Stop using my hat stick. Let's use the mouse. Such pretty clouds. Wow. Can't get over these clouds. Funky one there. Having said that I'm going to land at Bermuda, I really haven't done much flying in an A320 at all. So the landing is likely to be a disaster. I think in this thing I've probably got to do reverse thrust as well after I touch down. I don't know how to do that. If I want to stop. Okay, fine. Let me look. Controls. Search, because there's so many. Reverse. Keyboard. Oh my god. Why are there like 500 controls that have reverse in the name? That is ridiculous. Wait, now there's none. Worked a second ago. Try that again. No. It's done something. Oh god. Yeah, whatever. We're not going to stop, are we? Auto brake should be on. Is it? Num key full stop, right? Or num key delete. I just keep pressing that. That usually works. I'm sad to leave the store. That was so cool. I am also gaining altitude rather fast. Let's come down. Near the gear indicator in the cockpit. Where would the gear indicator in the cockpit be? Yeah, that's not helpful, Howard. One of these buttons somewhere. Oxygen. Inoperative. Oh. Okay. How am I doing? 17,000. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Worst case, we'll crash. Okay, well, when I land, I'll find out what the weather is actually like in Bermuda at the moment, because I can't see at the moment because my shutters are closed, and I can't hear because I've got my headphones on. So for all I know, it could be blowing an absolute gale at the moment. It is a long runway, yeah.
Overspeed.
Slow down, slow down.
Overspeed.
We
Overspeed.
are going down for some reason. My thrust doesn't seem to be altering much. Like, I killed my thrust to 0. Why are my engines still doing the same thing? That could potentially be a problem as well. Oh no, okay. Maybe the engines just don't go any slower than that, which would probably be sensible. Sunny with a few showers here and there. I mean, it does look sunny, right? It's a very patchy cloud. Ooh, sunlight coming through the clouds there. I feel that's an ultra setting. complaining about the altimeter. I don't know. We build planes that can fly, but we can't build an altimeter that can stay correct without me pressing a button. If you knew the correct thing to set yourself to before I pressed the button, why didn't you just set it yourself? Planes, weird things. Okay, any sign of Bermuda over there? Too much cloud. There's columns. Looks like I'm angled up. For my angle of attack, I am angled up. But I'm slowly losing altitude, which is not a bad thing. Okay, let's try and do the proper ATC thing, maybe. Nearest airport list. What's it doing? It's doing something. It is putting me in a dive. Bermuda. Why can't I do Bermuda? Stop doing anything. Okay, fine. I'm just coming in for a landing. Weird. I thought it was a weirder request. I'm still in New York area. Really? Even though I'm this close to Bermuda? Actually, how far should I be coming in? 90 degrees now to the runway? Probably. Ooh, I am pretty low. Only 8 miles out. Okay. Going back below the clouds. Oh god. I am descending too quick. The rainbow's back. I wonder if that's dynamic. It must be. Well, it must be, yeah. Just showing up in the patch of cloud. Okay, 5,000 feet, steady vertical speed, as long as my vertical speed doesn't go weird. I guess that's still fairly high. Does that look about a good heading? It should actually tell me, shouldn't it, what the runway 12, right? So that's 12 degrees. So it's going to be running from 12, 120 to 30, right? Let's see whether we're close enough now for ATC. Nope. 1 I guess if it's only 8 miles out, the island's 21 miles long, so I'm still, what, 50 miles out here? I can't talk to New York though, can I? Oh, well, I can here, I guess. Tune Tower. There we go. Request full stop landing.
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 is
46 miles.
southwest with
That's a
Echo
good
to
guess.
land. Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 Tower Airport is currently IFR. Request denied.
What? Currently IFR? They've closed the airport already, Howard. You said I had till 6. IFR presumably means big ass hurricane on the way. No, you can't land, you crazy person. However, I did see an option. No. Enable ignoring weather at this airport.
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 is 44 miles southwest with Echo to land. Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320
There you go.
Tower. Enter left base runway 12.
Oh, instrument landing, no visual landing.
77 wind 065 at tree 2.
Yeah, well. Enter left base runway, altimeter, something. Wind 065 at 32. What's that mean? 32 knots at 65 degrees or something? I don't know. Sure. That sounds good,
Left
ATC.
base runway 12 Airbus 320.
Coming in for a visual landing, even though you said we couldn't. I've got a map in my screen. I can tell. It'll be fine. As long as I don't get too low. Rainbow. Rebel. I have no idea how to do an instrument landing. It's eyeball or nothing. I still feel like I'm miles away. It was definitely kind of... I don't know. Oh gosh, this is going to be terrible. Double rainbow. Curl under the plane. I feel like I'm maintain 250 knots or lower. Okay. Ooh, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh God. Ah, come on, pull up. No, we said 250 knots or lower. Jeez. It's looking a bit cloudy. Any sign? Is that it over there? Flaps. Yeah, but I'm not there yet. Should I do them now anyway? To keep to 250. Okay. Did I hit the right one? Oh. Hey, that's slowing me right down. Hang on. Let's not do full flaps then. Ooh. Don't crash before I get to the airport. Right. Okay, I can adjust it like that. Okay, let's put medium flaps. Oh god, now I'm going up. Trim. Just stay in the middle. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. This is going to be terrible. Can't see the island. Now it's super sensitive to my thrust. God, go from one extreme to the other. What's my fuel? 23% fuel. Okay. I'm fine. Still seems to be a fair way to go. The odds of me even managing to line myself up for the runway are fairly slim. Oh, going too fast. Oh, this is getting hard now. I liked it better when I was just looking at pretty clouds. This requires skill. Let's zoom in up here a bit. Where am I? I'm there. Since I'm going to be doing my landing purely from the map, what could possibly go wrong? That runway seems... Is it really in this direction? Like from northeast to... Feels like I should come more from the north. I guess not. No, I guess not. I'm going up again. Let's not go up. Oh, it wants to go up. The plane wants to go up. No, do not go up, plane. Go down a little. Trim. Maybe. Nope, and now suddenly we're going down again. Jeez, planes have a mind of their own. Think you know why VFR landing was denied? all this cloud. Considering there was a hurricane on the way, considering there is a hurricane on the way, it's still very nice right about here. Okay, at some point I'm going to want to start to turn. Speed is steady on the plus side. Vertical speed is steady on the plus side. Okay, let's begin to bank, maybe. Ah, clear sky. Still no Bermuda. Might be a bit early, seems like I can turn fairly fast. Judging the turning speed of these big aircraft is something that I'm not very good at, because I haven't really flown them very much. At some point I should put gear down as well. I guess I'll keep it up for now. Cloud. Okay, let's bank a little more. Wind. I think I might have turned a little early. Careful, I'm gaining height. Don't want to gain height. I'm going to keep it right where I am. Okay, turn. I like it when you break out into a patch of open air. I am not quite lined up. I don't think. Feels like I'm too far south. So let's do a little wobble to the north, and then a wobble back again. Gaining altitude. Don't want to gain altitude. Just stay there. Still feel like I'm too far to the south, but I don't know. I'm kinda lined up for the thingy on the map. Go lower. Okay, sure. I don't have a good sense of what my glide path should be Feels like suddenly going lower is not a problem if I need to do it. Whereas being too low a little early is going to mean I crash into the ocean. Runway 12, so actually my heading wants to be 120, right? Like there. Ah, no, I overcorrected. There. It should be. See, that doesn't match my map on my picture of my airplane on the map. I think I see the island up ahead of us. Through the rainbow. Bermuda, the land of milk and honey. Look at that. Some
2,500.
light showers. See, I'm dropping a little too much. I can see my shadow on the ocean. Go right. Gonna fly through the rainbow. Look at that, it's a solid rainbow. I want to fly through the rainbow. Oh, I am losing too much altitude. Comments are slow. Yeah, because I'm streaming to Twitch and Facebook at the moment. It's going through Restream. If by that you mean there's a lag, then I'm using something called Restream to stream to Twitch and Facebook at the same time, and I think that adds a delay of about 15 seconds on the chat. I think you have to be in their paid plan or something for it to reduce it to the normal Twitch delay, which is about 5 seconds, I think. But I don't use Restream often enough to make that worth it. There's an airport somewhere here. I feel it's to my... where is... okay, I need to acknowledge something. Acknowledge landing clearance, thank you.
Clear to land runway 12 Airbus 320.
Where is the runway? Am I lined up? Look, it's lovely weather in Bermuda. Who said there was a hurricane coming? There's rainbows and unicorns and... That might be a runway type thing. Is it? Oh, I don't quite know. I think so. I think I'm lined up. I want to be on 120. I can't see it, which makes it challenging, and I'm almost there. Where's the runway? Where's the runway? Way off. Oh, is it to the right? It's to the right, isn't it? Oh no! It's way over there! Oh my god. I was looking in completely the wrong place. Oh well, hello Bermuda. I'm flying to St. George's, you're right, I am. Dang it! I was so optimistic that I was vaguely right, and I really wasn't. gonna die. This may be true. Yeah. How do we fix this then? I guess I'm gonna come... I guess I've got to go around and have another go, right? I can't really land from this direction. Probably bad things will happen. Especially given it's windy. Looks like a lot of nasty weather though that way. Okay. I'll do the thing that I did in training. 30-12, I feel, yeah. I feel like this is parallel to it. No, hang on, that could be right. 12 should be lined up with, what, 28? 298? 280? I don't know. That's the causeway. Just started raining again. It's surprisingly clear skies though, considering. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. I might be too close to the runway to just bank and drop though. Nope, there's another plane! Hello, other pilot. Who are you? You must be a Microsoft Flight Simmer. Now check the rain ahead of us. Because I can't imagine there's any real planes flying right now. Look at all that rain. Wow. Alright, let's try going banky bank and down. This is almost certainly not gonna end well. Do it. Do it. Oh dear, I can't see the airport because of the rain now. Well, actually, I can't see the airport because it's still to the right of me. Yeah, I like flying Cessnas. They turn better than this thing. Probably shouldn't be. Oh, I see a light. Is the light where I'm heading for?
1,000.
Oh god. I feel like I am not on approach. Oh, 600 feet. Uh-oh. We are gonna have a water landing. We are gonna have a water landing. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh god, this is so hard, I can't even see. There it is.
Overspeed.
We are not lined up at all. Alright. Let's just wing it. Somebody, it's somebody taking off or somebody landing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh.
200.
Woo! And flare. Ah! For a second I thought I was gonna do it. Gear! Oh no! Gear! Oh my god! You were supposed to tell me about gear 15 minutes ago. Damn it. Maybe I'd have done that if I'd have had my gear down. Oh well. There we go. The point wasn't the landing anyway. That would have just been the icing on the cake if I'd have managed it. I actually need to play the game and be good at it to do that. Dead, no gear, yeah. Alright, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. It's 5 o'clock. Take off the headphones, go peek outside, see what's going on outside. Thank you for watching, Howard, and everybody else who has been or is still watching. That was flying from Bermuda into Hurricane Paulette. We didn't get to find the eye, which is a shame. Oh, hey Marcus. I hope you didn't just come in for the landing. Yeah, so yeah, we didn't get to find the eye. Maybe next time I need to actually do some research before I jump on and do something like this and actually figure out how to fly the plane and how to look at things like what the current wind speed and direction is. And then, yeah, I could maybe do a better job. But we got to see some cool clouds. Very cool clouds. Very excited to know that clouds like that exist. Possibly even right now. But not so excited to know that all those clouds are heading our way right now. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. Take off my headphones, peek outside, see what's going on outside. And then, before things get too spicy, I guess turn off this PC. Everything else is done. Everything's brought inside. Not much to do really there. Baths are full of water. Buckets are full of water. Plenty of tinned food. Like I say, expecting the power to go off. I don't know. Probably in the next few hours, I would guess. And hopefully it won't be too long before we get it back on again. Anyway, for everybody who's watching, if you're in Bermuda, be safe. Good luck. See you on the other side. And if you're not in Bermuda, consider yourself lucky that you're not. So, until next time, this is BDA Limey from Bermuda, signing out. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.